This is about anuses, rectums. Rectum damn near killed him. The Freudian construction, the connection between stories involving anuses, cloacas, colons, poop, hiney, you name it, anything involving butts, perianal. We love it. It's it's first and foremost. We love it. It's something that people can't get enough of. The subject matter, and they try above all to explain to you, no, that's not it. No, yes, yes, that is exactly it. I'm going to be explaining to you the significance of the Palm Springs residents' complaint about a proposed AIDS memorial anus statue. An anus, or a statue which reminds people of an anus, or as one person called this, a butthole. Now, before you think that I'm going to be traipsing off into the tawdry, this is nothing but scientifically analyzed. This has to do with psychosexual Freudian connections and the symbology and semiotics that I think are most relevant. So let me ask you to sit back, please relax, take it easy. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this. I mean, if you think this stuff's good, oh, you have no idea what you're missing, as I am a cloacal taxonomist. Yes. So please like this, subscribe. And also, our two wonderful sponsors I want you to be aware of. First is preparewithlionel.com, the preeminent site for emergency food and emergency preparations and catastrophic, cataclysmic planning, because it's going to happen. And right now, especially if you're starting off, you get to save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit by going to preparewithlionel.com. And then the one, the only, the inimitable, the ineffable, the lovely Mike Lindell, and the great folks at mypillow.com. Right now, you can enjoy a cacophony, a bevy, a veritable avalanche, a tsunami of sales and clearances, and you name it, to make room for the new stuff. They are cooking on gas, and they are great, and they are here, and they are American made. And go to go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, and receive a free gift. Not a gift you got to pay for, but a gift that's free, hence the term gift. Please, my friends, I will have links to these wonderful products in the comment section and the description. Now let's get through to this. Here's the story. The city of Palm Springs, California, has agreed to revise, and this is an interesting story. This is from this week, to revise a proposed AIDS memorial sculpture, not an obelisk, but this design, after locals complained that the original design looked like an anus. At least this is what people suggest. The 9-foot limestone sculpture, which was advanced and proposed for a downtown park area, was designed by eminent sculptor Phillip K. Smith III. And it looks like a donut with ridges on it, little indentations, if you like. Quote, this is what Mr. Smith said, the opening at the center is at eye level and allows a view through, offering a connection, a sense of hope, a view beyond what is directly in front of you. Hence the aperture, the hole in the donut of sorts. Now, this sculpture, this memorial space, is intended to add, quote, great beauty and provide the chance and the opportunity for citizens to reflect and remember, quote, to evoke feelings of connection, reflection, and hope, while symbolizing, while being able to enjoy the diverse impact of AIDS had on the community by looking at this ridged donut. However, a fellow by the name of Gene Brake a local resident and founder of the Jose Saria Foundation, told the news station, quote, that is referenced in this article, quote, the proposed memorial looks like a graphic depiction of the backside of a human being. More bluntly, a certain Twitter user, Brandon Donkey 2, said, the AIDS memorial looks like a butthole. Another local resident told a local news station, quote, it's become a laughingstock because it looks like what it looks like. It's become a joke. And that's the last thing we want. Now, interestingly enough, the Palm Springs AIDS Memorial Task Force, the organization that is behind the planning of this particular statue, said in a letter to residents, quote, please know that we've heard the concerns and a revised design is in process. The task force, it says further, will reveal the new design later this year. The final memorial, it is said, will include an original or an educational component on HIV prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. And there you have it. And there are people who comment on this thing. No. First and foremost, why the tittering? Why is this the butt of jokes? Why is this the way what is it about it? First and foremost, there are things in our life that we find, for some reason, funny. We don't know why. I mean, we can guess. We can guess, but we don't really know. For years, I have been able to make this sound. I'm a manualist, and depending upon the amount of, the amount of moisture, you can get different timbres and keys, and I've had fun doing this, using this in elevators at various, getting a physical, just having all kinds of fun. Kids love it. And it goes back to something that is connected because butt references, buttocks, glutes, culos, whatever, glutes. There's also steatopygia, huge glutes, calopegia. There's all names for these. Whenever we talk about the colonoscopy, if you're not at that age, you will find that colonoscopies have saved more lives. And when people talk about the iPhone this and the iPhone that, and marking genomes and masking, I was thinking the greatest invention in the world is the idea of taking a camera, inserting it in your colon, taking pictures and saving lives. This is a camera. Now, I'm not gonna put it in your butt, up your butt. I'm not gonna do that. I know you want me to do that, but I don't do that. I'm above that. But when you talk about this, people forget. When you want to talk about regularity, fiber, probiotics, but no, don't. It's the weirdest thing. And I think it goes back to the idea of Freudian, the idea of toilet training, the idea that area represents at first the first area in which you conquered as a child. It was nature against you. Nobody ever said, hey, he peed. There's no toilet training for peeing, urination, micturition, voiding. None. But toilet training as to numero dos, well, that's a different story. And yay, good for you. Are you trained? In fact, it's so interesting. Enuresis, bedwetting, well, what are you going to do? What happens? Encopresis, bedwetting, that is different story. Not good. Why? Because, that means serious neurological problems. In fact, doing a quick scan, which I always ask you, and caprices, also called fecal incontinence or soiling. This is serious stuff. And at night it could be indicative of neurological problems. And see, when I'm telling you this, you feel a bit nervous, don't you? You feel you kind of want to laugh, but you don't want to laugh because you think you're beyond that. You think you're better than that. No, what this is about is not statues, not AIDS. AIDS was horrible. I remember that. AIDS was. You think COVID something? You think COVID? You want to talk about something? Imagine people dropping dead or huge swaths of humanity walking around with Kaposi sarcoma, pneumocystis pneumonia, and nobody knew why. Nobody knew. So where is this from? What happened? Why all of a sudden? What is this? And people are dying, withering, wasting disease. It was horrible. So I'm glad we're talking about it. I'm glad. But when you saw that, it looks like a bagel. It looks like a cronut meets a bagel. I don't know what the hell this is. But the point is, I don't get bent out of shape, but people do. Why? Because it's Freudian, because it's poopy pants. It's the fact that they're children. What do you think, my friend? What do you think? First, let me remind you, our great friends, don't forget at mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. You go there right now and get a free gift. God bless them. And folks, dear friend, preparewithlionel.com, emergency food when the stores close and people freak, you will thank Almighty and My Patriot Supply. And you go to preparewithlionel.com, save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit if you use this link. Go now. All right, dear friends, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming, or however you reacted. As a great Martin Mull one time used to joke. And now, please, I ask you to, if you would and you could, please, using your best analysis, comment as you see fit.